Why do you want to own a restaurant? The food service industry in the U.S. provides tremendous opportunities for someone who desires to own and operate his own business. Changes in the makeup and lifestyles of American families have generated a huge demand. Today's consumers are too busy to cook, but they still want tasty, nutritious meals, and they don't want to wash the dishes. Single millennials, working parents, and aging baby boomers are looking for greater convenience and more options at mealtime. But even though there is ample opportunity, opening a new restaurant is not a guaranteed path to success. One recent study in the hospitality field estimates that 59% of new restaurants fail within the first 3 years of opening. Success will require aptitude, passion, knowledge, patience, and a lot of hard work. In fact, it has been said that opening a restaurant is not a get-rich-quick plan, but a work hard and hopefully make a good living plan. Did I mention that running a restaurant is hard work? It requires long hours and diligent study to learn and come to understand all the various jobs required to run a successful restaurant. From top to bottom, whether it's cooking, serving, accounting, promotion. As the owner, you are responsible for it all. And at one time or another, you may have to do every task. It will take more than the glamour of being a restaurant owner to make it worth the effort. You need to enjoy this fast-paced, demanding lifestyle. Let's look at some of the benefits and some of the drawbacks of owning a restaurant. Here are some of the benefits. Number one, personal satisfaction. A truly great restaurant owner is like an artist. The creativity you use to bring joy to your customers creates something that is both beautiful and unique. You can be your own boss. Even though it will sometimes seem as though the restaurant is a hard taskmaster, it is a blessing to have the freedom to choose what you want to do and how you want to do it. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 tells us, "Were you a slave when you were called? Don't let it trouble you, although if you can gain your freedom, do so." There are opportunities that come with freedom from the slavery of a job. And the stronger your restaurant team becomes, the more freedom you will be able to enjoy. Of course, you must be willing to assume the responsibility that comes with that freedom. If you're going to be your own boss, the only way to do it well is to be like President Harry Truman. He had a sign made which he displayed on his desk in the Oval Office which said, "The buck stops here." Being your own boss means that you cannot pass the buck on any decision. You must accept the responsibility for each decision and deal optimistically but realistically with the consequences, whether good or bad. You can become a person of influence. As your restaurant clientele grows, you will get to know more people in your community than you ever dreamed. A restaurant is a natural gathering place, and an important decision or alliance has been made at a restaurant. The ability to employ others allows you to be a blessing to your community and to extend a godly influence through your employees. You can meet the most basic need of people. Jesus said, "I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink." There is something profoundly satisfying with being able to feed hungry people. But let's look at some drawbacks to owning a restaurant. No steady income. A job provides you with a regular paycheck. But when you draw your income from the profits of your restaurant, you must learn to be like Joseph in Egypt, who stored up during the good times in order to draw it out during the lean times. When business slows down, you still have to meet your obligations, including payroll for everybody but one person, you. During those belt-tightening periods, the owner finds himself working the hardest and getting paid the least. Long hours. The owner of a full-service restaurant winds up putting in very long days and evenings in order to make it successful. And even when you're home, you can expect to have to spend a lot of time on the phone taking care of business. You will have to work when others are off. Unless you choose to follow the example of Truett Cathy and close your restaurant on Sundays, you kiss your weekends goodbye. Restaurants are usually busiest when the rest of the community is off work. This can be especially detrimental if you have children in school. Homeschooling your children can help offset this drawback, allowing you to take your Sabbath with your family sometime during the week when business is slow. If your church does not provide a weeknight worship service, you may need to join a new church. No employment benefits. Rather than relying on an employer to provide you with benefits like health insurance and a pension plan, you will be the one responsible for providing these things for both you and your employees. Health plans, workers' compensation, and retirement plans can be both a big expense and a big headache. When you look in a mirror, do you see the kind of person who would make a good restaurant owner? If so, here are some things you will see. You like people. One of your favorite things to do is meet new people, make new friends. You are comfortable chatting with customers and can listen patiently to complaints with a sympathetic ear. You are good at multitasking. It will not be uncommon for you to need to answer the phone, field a complaint from a customer, check and order inventory, work on payroll, write a letter, troubleshoot a malfunctioning piece of equipment, and wash a stack of dirty pans, and all of this before the start of the lunch rush. You thrive in a high-stress environment. Problem solving brings you great satisfaction, and you can handle overlapping, time-critical problems without losing your cool. Ephesians chapter 1 tells us, "I pray also that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened, in order that you may know the hope to which He has called you, the riches of His glorious inheritance in the saints." Being a good restaurant owner is not a job. It's a calling. If this is truly what God has called you to do, then it can provide you with great riches, a good income, the opportunity to be able to work with your family, the benefit of being your own boss, the satisfaction of providing enjoyment to your customers, and the possibility of leaving an inheritance to your children. But you need to go into this venture with the eyes of your heart enlightened and an understanding and acceptance of the high levels of hard work and stress that will become a natural part of your life. Let's look at a list of some of the things you will need to accomplish to successfully start and run a new restaurant. Develop a restaurant concept. Secure the right location. Find the right name for your restaurant. Research your target customers. Write a business plan. Secure financing. Obtain your licenses and permits. Design your menu. Design and outfit your kitchen and dining areas. Write out the standard operating procedures for your business processes. Interview and hire staff. Marketing and promotion. Let's take a look at the question sets for this lesson. When you click on the training button in the restaurant management window, it comes up with the choose lesson window, which you see here. And then you select your lesson. You can either select it in this combo box here, which or you can select it from this list here. And so we're going to select Restaurant University. Why do you want to own a restaurant? Notice that when you select it, it will show up in this combo box here. You must show up in the combo box here in order to be able to click here and bring the lesson up. You also must choose your skill level. This lesson only has master skill level or none. If you leave it on none, there'll be no questions. No test will be available. So select master skill level right there. Then click the button here that says select lesson in the combo box below and click here to open the lesson. So we open the lesson, and here is the lesson viewer window where you are able to watch the lesson. Now, it starts playing, and you can click the stop button, and when you click the stop button, you'll notice it has a video counter here. If you are going to do training for your employees and you have a particular spot in a video that you want to show them, you can note the video counter, and then you can drag this button here and drag it to whatever video counter you want to begin to start, and then you can hit the play button and it will start the lesson right there. Now at any point while you're watching, you can hit the display full screen. If you display full screen, it will make it a full screen, and it will play from wherever you had left off. In order to get back to the viewer window, you click the X here. It brings you back to the viewer window. From the viewer window, you can load the questions. So you click this button here in the upper right-hand corner that says Load Questions, and it will load these master questions. Now this lesson has 9 sections. This is section 1. To go to the next section, you click the Next Section button, and you can keep going next section, or you can go previous section to move to the section that you want to study. As you begin studying, and some of the questions will have the first letter of the answer will be given to you, and you just need to finish it. This one is personal. All right, and then you hit the tab key to go to the next. You can either hit the tab key or the enter key to go to the next question, to the next answer box. So this will be personal satisfaction. Now, when you hit this last, a truly great restaurant owner is like an. Now, let's pick an answer that's not correct. You know the correct answer, right? A truly great restaurant owner is like an artist. But let's say that a truly great restaurant owner is like say that you wanted to say owner. I don't know. Let's just pick something. Now, you would type that last letter again, and if it types twice, then you know it's not correct, because each answer box has the exact number of spaces that is required for the correct answer. So if you get to the end of the box and there's still room left, you know that it's not the right answer. So if you'll just hit that last letter twice, that will help you to know whether or not it's the correct answer. So that obviously is not the correct answer. Now what happens if you do get an incorrect answer? And you click the Check Answers button here. Any answers that are not correct will now turn red. It'll give you your score here. Notice you got a very poor score on this because we only got 2 questions right, or 2 answers correct. That's 14%. This was incorrect. So we know that this is actually artist. So if we type the word artist and we hit that T twice, and at the end, notice we can hit it as many times as we want. There's nothing there because there's only the number of spaces in the box for the correct answer. Now if we hit the check answers button again, well, that answer is correct. Of course, we still have all the rest of these that are incorrect. Now, after you click the check answers button, if you got any answer incorrect, the play video button will pop up. If you click that button, that will bring up a window, and it will start playing the video at the place that answers all these questions in this question set. You'll notice here it says personal satisfaction. And so this is the section of the video that answers these questions. That will automatically come up when you click the play video button. And the play video button comes up if you have incorrect answers. So let us say now that you've studied, you've gone through each of the sections, and you know the material very well. When you know the material, then you can take the exam. You click the button that says take the exam. It can be either a timed exam or an untimed exam. Let's click timed exam. You'll notice that each of these question sets has a standard time, 150 seconds for this section. What that means is if you're taking a timed test, then you will have 150 seconds to do this section. And at the end of 150 seconds, it will automatically check that answers box and go to the next section. Now, if you want to do training for your employees, we'll talk about that in another lesson, but you can set up your employees with their own accounts. You can do lesson plans for your employees, and it will automatically go through the lesson plans with the employees and keep track of their grades on their tests so that you can track and see how your employees are doing on their training.